Yo guys, what is good? 3 minutes or 2 minutes now till market open, and we are looking for longs today. Give us a sec. Alright, so we are looking for longs today. It is looking pretty nice, but we've been bearish basically the whole of Asian session. New York consolidated, and then Asian just plummeted down, which is cool. We've taken out New York session low and previous day low time frame lows, and that's kind of it. We do have a strong, so I can now delete these, but we do have this strong draw on liquidity, which is previous day low. This is data lows, actually. Never used that word before. Data lows, which is nice, or data lows. And yeah, so that is a pretty nice draw. I don't know too much about data lows, and if they're really strong, like if they're stronger than they might be. I mean, I think that makes sense. And then we got Asian hourly high and another Asian hourly high. No, sorry, these aren't hourly highs. These are just well, this is an hourly high, this isn't a high. And yeah, so that's what it's looking like. I reckon we could get a retrace into this gap. Hourly looks like it's going to close pretty decently, but either way, I reckon we want to go up a little bit. But the 1 hour and 4 hourly, we have been in this gap, kind of not consolidating, but yeah, kind of just chilling inside of it, and now we're getting a reaction, and I feel like it's a high time frame reaction. As we can see also on the 4 hourly, we've been in this gap, we've filled it completely, and it looks like we're getting a reaction. And even the daily, it's also a daily gap. So it is a pretty strong gap, and I reckon we're going to get a very strong reaction down eventually. I just reckon London session will want to push up from how, terrible, and maybe we just end up manipulating and then rallying down. But that's what I'm looking for longs, and I will look for shorts because I'm probably, and I think this is going to be good because we're most likely going to get if we do get a break of structure right here, then I'll wait to disrespect this gap, which can be a 79% fib close as well. And that's when I'd probably look to enter. But if we fill this gap and then we start rotating downwards, that's when we can look for shorts and target this low right here. But if we just go down and take this out, we can wait a bit to see if we go up. But I reckon my daily buys for today is bullish. So we'll see how that, sizzles out, pans out, how that kind of, juggles out. You know what I'm saying? No, that is not the word, but it's looking nice. There's nothing else really too much. This is definitely some nice low resistance liquidity right here. I'll count this in, and this high right here. But yeah, I feel like we're a bit overextended, bearish. I mean, we do have this blue candle here, but we haven't actually gotten a retrace, like a proper retrace, if you know what I'm saying. Hourly close pretty nice, and there's no high time frame like order blocks we're in or anything like that, so we're pretty chill. Nothing on the hourly or even 30-minute. There's nothing really high time frame. We now have this 30-minute gap, which is cool. Yeah, but I reckon we could get a retrace into this gap after taking out the low resistance liquidity. That's what I reckon is going to happen, and that's what I want to take a trade off of. Looks like we're starting to go into an uptrend on the 3-minute. We filled in this gap and we're kind of getting a reaction up. But if we can enter here, we can take a trade. Probably, it's right here. So 79% fib, 1 minute continuation. We could probably get a 10 pip trade, and if we wanted to, we could target, that's not New York session high, but New York hourly high, which would be a lot more risky, which I don't think I would do. But hey, we'll see how the market goes. This is looking really nice. We're popping up into this gap. It would be nice if we can get a break of structure to the upside. That's really good. And then that's when we can look for our continuation confluences, which would be a 1 minute continuation. And I probably would want to wait for a disrespect on this gap for sure. And we might even just fill it and go down. And yeah, 3 minute closed terribly. And same with 1 minute, terrible closures. This looks like yesterday, like a little bit of it. And I'm busting the P right now, so that's cool. Oh shit, do I have work tomorrow? Yeah, I got work tomorrow, but I'll be able to trade because I finish at 4. So we're chill. Hopefully we can have another win today, but you know, we might just lose again, which is cool. And that's A-okay. That's what you gotta be okay with in this trade. You gotta be okay to lose, and over and over and over again. And I guess that's how the cookie crumbles, you know. Sometimes you eat it and it's like, you know, stale. Fucking. Sometimes the cookies are stale and sometimes they crumble. Like this. This cookie's kind of crumbling right now. But sometimes the cookie can recoup itself. But most of the time it crumbles. Like a lot. It just full crumbles, the cookie. Hopefully we don't just consolidate on London. I mean, I remember, I have it on YouTube, obviously, but there was like a phase, I swear we just were consolidating every London session. I would trade New York session, but I really can't, because, like, it's 10 PM is pre-market, I'm pretty sure, or I think it is, pre-market New York, and then 11:30 is when, like, New York session opens. I think that's what it is. And I'm like, bro, 11:30, I have school and shit. And yes, I could, and I low-key would, but I also want to grow, and I also want to, like, have a fucking strong body, so. And sleep is very important, so I'm not gonna sacrifice sleep that could make me stay this height forever. And, like, think about it, I feel like most people, like, answer this question. Would you do, like, for $1 million, would you stay like 5'6"? Like, me personally, that sounds crazy. Like, maybe height's not that big, but like, you can still grow if you're 5'6", but you stop your growth for $1 million. I don't reckon I'd do that, because fucking imagine I was 6 foot, you know. That sounds bad. That sounds bad. $1 million to be 5'6". No, I'm not shitting on any 5'6"s. I'm just saying, no, this makes me sound terrible. Like, I'm saying I'd rather have a chance, because I could stay this high. I mean, it's not that's fine. But I'm saying I'd rather have the chance to grow to 6 foot, because I feel like 6 foot's good. But, you know, I might not, and that's okay. But I feel like most people would want to continue growing and stay the height they are now if they were, like, my age. Like, fucking 4 years old. Like, I don't even have a beard. I'm actually shaving my beard every 5 seconds, bro. Like, it's always peach fuzz. Now it is. I literally look like a baby. But I'm always shaving this shit. Like, all my friends can't even compare to me. Guess I just got eye testosterone. Alright guys, a little update on price. Yeah, right now we're just low-key going down, and we probably could have potentially gotten an entry into shorts, but yeah, if we do get a bearish closure and a full reaction down from this gap, I will switch my bias to looking for shorts, I reckon, and then I'll look for like some kind of 5-minute equilibrium hit, and then enter into shorts if we close, you know, bearish, which I think we will. But I mean, it's not impossible to hit here, and again, high time frame, like the 4 hour and the 1 hour, say that we're probably going to go down here, and we're getting a reaction from the high time frame gap that we're in. And this is a data low, or no, we've already taken out that data lows. So yeah, but I mean, hopefully we can, you know, not get too bearish of a closure. I still want to stick to, I might not even trade today if we do, because if these are data lows, I would expect us to go up. I think data lows, if someone can let me know in the comments about data lows, that'll be helpful, because I don't really know too much about them, but I'm pretty sure they're a strong form of liquidity. It makes sense, it's a news event. So yeah, but we'll see how we close on this 5 minute. And I guess this is kind of the reaction from this gap either way. We've already gotten a reaction from that gap, but now we're in another 1 minute gap, which we might just go down from. So yeah, we're in a pretty nice downtrend right now on the 5 minute, and pretty much the 1 minute we broke structure back to the downside. Yeah, I mean, I'll wait a little bit longer, and if we can, because I don't know what I'd target if I want to go for shorts. I really don't, and that's why I don't really want to go for shorts, because I don't know what I'm going to target if I do. If there were some targets on the shorts, because I know we do have, again, previous day lows, but this is lower time frame, but there's not like, I don't really know what to go for. Like, we'll see if we can get a 5 minute equilibrium hit, and something like that, maybe another fair value gap fill. I'll just be patient and wait it out. But that's probably like what, yeah, I think I'd switch my bias to bearish now. So we'll see if we can get anything to go, if there's any opportunities to go into some shorts. If there's no opportunities in like 30 minutes, so till 4:25 till 6, we'll call it a day. But I reckon we can still get a nice trade. We just got to be patient and hope either we can just go up and reverse, or we just continue this downtrend that we're in, which is fine. And we can still look for shorts. Alright guys, this is looking pretty nice. If we close bearish for shorts, I think I'm going to enter into shorts. I got to adapt, I reckon. We still might close, you know, but I'm going to wait for, we might even get a 5 minute close, but a 1 minute closure on 79% fib. Why? Because I reckon once we close below 79% fib, it's kind of wraps for looking for longs. And now why I think that's why, because I think on the 1 minute we've gone up, so we might want to, you know, retrace that. That's what this looks pretty good. 3 minute is looking really nice. I just turned on the camera because it was looking really nice for shorts. I'm still bearish until we can get a, now, like obviously now, until we can see some kind of nice 5 minute bullish closure, maybe even break of structure, but something nice to the upside, to where we can be like, alright, looks like we are gonna potentially take out all of this. I would want to enter decently early into shorts, so I'll probably be off this break of structure and then a 1 minute continuation if this bearish bias doesn't work out. But we're kind of consolidating right now, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I might just pack it up here, honestly, because I feel like I'm trying to force a trade. That's what I feel like I'm doing. I mean, I might not be doing it, but I feel like I'm doing it, which isn't a good thing, right? But it feels like I'm just trying to look for a trade, and price action is doing nice, but it's been an hour, and we still haven't really entered yet. We could have entered here, and we might low-key, if we did enter, we might have won. We might still win, but it just looks like, and it feels like I'm just trying to force a trade. So, I mean, we've hit equilibrium and shit, but it really does just feel like I'm trying to look for some entry. So, I'm just gonna leave it here, I think, today. I'll see you boys tomorrow. That's kind of crazy. And And I feel like at this point now, if we do go up, I'd end up entering into longs because we will get a break of structure and stuff. But that's because it'll be a high time frame retrace and we'll end up filling this gap or something, hitting equilibrium because we're super bearish on these time frames, like filling in this gap. And then I'll end up getting stopped out because we're going to get the next big reaction down. And I think London's just going to continue going down. That's what I think is going to happen. And we're just going to take out this and this. So I may as well just leave it for the day. Because either I'll be waiting years for an entry and for shorts, or we'll look for longs and then I'll be wrong. So that's going to be it. I'll make this video a lot more shorter. And yeah, I'll see you boys for tomorrow.